Final set, Murray to serve.
Murray needed to give him that injection here in the 5th set.
It could well be the case. Time will tell. Murray will get this 5th set underway. It underway in style, and judging by that reaction, I think you've got your answer.
15.
I think that was directed to the other side of the court. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten those seatbelts. We have got an absolute beauty unfolding here on day 1 of the US Open.
There's Jamie Murray, Alan McDonald on the left, Jamie's coach. And often you see Jamie out courtside watching his brother.
But Nick, you so quickly picked up, because we have such a great vantage point here a couple of games ago when Jamie snuck into the stadium. He's not in the players box. I'm not even sure if Andy knows he's watching, because he's sitting behind Andy's chair. And as you can see, it's a rather random location.
Been without his regular partner Bruno Suarez for a little while after Bruno had an appendicitis.
And he may have just located his brother there, because he looked up in his direction with a big fist pump.
That's the 28th 5th setter of Murray's career. His record is a good one, as you would expect. 25-12 Murray over the years. His last, of course, was here in round 1 exactly 12 months ago.
No question that Tsitsipas has played with a little bit more aggression here over the last set and a half. Once again, on that occasion, moving forward.
Slump of the shoulders.
30-14.
Oh, he's got to fend off an early break point.
Maybe we're seeing why Jamie Murray didn't come and sit down in the player box. Knows his brother probably better than anyone else. Got to fend off this break point opportunity here.
2 from 9 today, Tsitsipas on the break points.
Tsitsipas.
was
First game, final
a
set.
high-quality return from the man from Athens, who has set his stall out early in this fifth set. And here, again, Murray continuing his complaints.
Heard him utter the word cheating at the end there, so just doesn't feel that it was fair play with the extended break, but you have to commend Tsitsipas in that game. He played an excellent game, terrific return there on break point. And here's a look at the player box of Andy Murray. That was a big first game, especially for Tsitsipas. He senses that this crowd is behind Andy Murray. Gets himself up an early break here in the fifth set.
He's actually 3-0 in 5-set matches this year as the Greek. And of Kokkinakis, Nadal, you'll famously remember in Australia this year, and Zverev at Roland Garros.
We mentioned earlier that Andy Murray said he loves this New York crowd, and you can see why. They have a true appreciation for his style of play, his never say die attitude. And they're trying to will him through this fifth and final set. How deep can Murray dig here?
And whatever happens, whatever the outcome tonight, for all those that thought he was done, for him personally, this is going to be a major source of encouragement. Who knows how much longer he has, but
just a little frustration there from Murray, but you have to commend Tsitsipas. He's raised his level here to start the fifth. He's come out with a purpose, really hitting the ball cleanly. No signs of any trouble with his foot.
it's more of the same.
40-15.
Suddenly it's Murray who's under pressure from the back of the court.
Game, Tsitsipas.
Very clean start.
Tsitsipas
this fifth
leads
set
2 games
from
to
the wall,
love.
number
Final
3.
set.
He may have taken his time at the end of the fourth, but whatever he did.
What, for 20 minutes every time? Oh, how long do you think it was? And the toilet's right there. What's he doing? What's he doing in there? It's never once taken me that long to go to the toilet, ever. When it's right there. Huh? What? He can do what? Oh, that's what he's doing. Okay, yeah.
Jerry Armstrong.
He knows Andy well. That won't be the last he hears from Andy. He may want to change seats. But in fairness to Andy, he does have a point. very extended break between the fourth and fifth set taken by Tsitsipas.
What do you do about it then, Mark, in the big picture of there is an element of that being unfair? Do you put a time limit on it? I mean, what can you do to ensure that that
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't move into the kind of realms of being unfair?
I guess it's a hard thing to police, right? But you heard what Andy Murray was saying there, that the restroom was close by. Also, obviously, without getting into too much detail, but, you know, if they're within the rules and doing the right things, I guess time can be taken. You covered the Cincinnati event. I know there was some talk, not sure how true it was, but about the phone going in as well, and some text messages maybe transferring, you know, today's day and age with technology. But I remember when I was a player, well, towards the later stages of my career, when you had a phone devices, you weren't allowed to take that in. And usually the person that accompanies you to the restroom makes sure you're not doing anything outside the lines, outside the parameters. But to be fair, I can remember back to my first year on tour. I actually was about to serve for the match in singles at Wimbledon, and my opponent took a break, and he took a real break. He probably came back 18 minutes later, and by then I had thought through everything. I had gotten so nervous, so tight. Luckily, I was somehow able to still serve the match out, but it was clearly a tactic, but not much I could have done about it.
The only thing Murray can do about this is to try and raise his game.
40-15.
Well, he's tried to use it as fuel early here. The only problem is Tsitsipas has raised his level, so Andy's going to have to steady himself and just try to keep this deficit to a minimum.
$40-30.
Feel he's been a little hard
Tsitsipas leads 2 games
out
to 1 final set.
but his campaign is up and running here in the fifth. Tsitsipas leads 2-1.
Time.
No player has won more matches on the men's tour this year than the Greek. 48 in all. If it is to be number 49 here in New York, it will have been well earned. Tsitsipas serving with a break. Looked to be a good one, didn't it? But
Love 15.
just didn't execute.
Yeah, playing attacking tennis there. He was going to be close to possibly going long as well. That floating slice backhand there from Murray, but good aggressive play from Tsitsipas. Just misfired with that forehand. Swinging volley not so easy to execute at times.
15 all. Feature
of Tsitsipas's game as well as that when things tend to be going well, the pace of play increases for him. He doesn't hang around.
Yeah, plays very quickly when things are going well. He was already up to the line, but took a step back once he realized Murray wasn't ready for the return. Definitely plays with a purpose. Here Murray still pumping himself up, trying to turn this into a street fight. He's got the crowd on his side. He's got experience on his side. Just up against a very difficult opponent in world number 3, Tsitsipas.
Diverting it and diverting it long.
30-40.
The noise levels here on Arthur Ashe just tick up another notch.
Thank you. The players are ready. Please. Thank you.
Oh, that is so cool. Tsitsipas, simply outstanding.
Yes.
Wow, the difficulty of this shot from Tsitsipas. Murray did an excellent job here of scrambling, got this slice back so low, but look how nicely measured that forehand was from Tsitsipas. And the first real reaction we've had from the Greek star.
Please.
second serve just seemed to catch Murray by surprise.
Yeah, and it actually looked like Murray was stepping inside that baseline, looking to drive it. But an excellent second serve out wide from Tsitsipas. Neutralized the attack.
Game Tsitsipas. New balls, please.
And as a welcome back to tennis here on Alcaraz
Tsitsipas
goes,
leads
this has been
3
pretty
games
special today,
to
isn't
1.
it?
Final set.
Yeah, especially for us, Nick. Last year being here without fans, it's just such a pleasure to see. Nearly full stadium, great atmosphere.
Those are the fans waiting to get in for the night session. There'll be a delay to it.
Say famous late night at the Open. Already a couple of minutes past 7 p.m. We are still early here in the 5th. There's plenty more drama to unfold.
And if you want to head to USOpen.org, I would urge you to do so. There's an abundance of things to see on there. Check out the latest scores, merchandise, tickets. USOpen.org, the official website of the US Open.
Love 15.
Pretty impressive from Tsitsipas. He's playing his best tennis right now in this 5th set. Murray absolutely tuning those backhands hard and through the court, and Tsitsipas able to absorb the pace and still create nice spin, nice depth. Murray has got to keep it within arm's length. You just never know. Tsitsipas, we mentioned, has had a couple of hiccups last year here. 6 match points against Coric in the 3rd round. Didn't close it out. Obviously, the big match at the French Open, up 2 sets to love. Lost to world number 1 Novak Djokovic.
This really the first period in the match where Murray's actually been behind in the score, Malty, isn't it? Because right from the off, that break in the 3rd kept him ahead.
(40-15). Tsitsipas leads 3-2. Final set.
It's the world number 3. Well, with the introduction of course, 32 seeds a few years ago at the majors, I think it's fair to say that a lot of the top players have been protected at times in the early rounds of majors.
Thank you.
This has been a real test, though, of the number 3 seed here.
Love 15.
pressure on. Put the pressure on. And Tsitsipas is in a hole in this game.
And we are seeing the best tennis of the match so far here in this 5th set. And you can hear the crowd. They're getting on Tsitsipas for any delay now, even if it's to change rackets.
Eric Buterak is just down there in the front row as well. Of course, Eric has a big role to play here at the US Open. Goodness me, he is not holding back.
15-30.
Full force there from Andy Murray.
Please.
Was it long?
Yeah, just long on the baseline.
30-all.
How good was the judgment from Tsitsipas?
You got to think almost out of fear of
Mr.
wanting to
Murray
hit
is
the volley
requesting
because
a
it was too
replay of the
close to
call on
leave.
the right baseline.
But it was the right decision from Tsitsipas.
A close call. We'll get another look at it. Just a few millimeters long.
Served extremely well so far in this 5th set. Tsitsipas, especially under pressure. First serve percentage is at 72% here in the 5th.
Deuce.
He's worked so hard to stay alive.
Advantage Tsitsipas.
Again, he's been forced to defend for much of this decider.
And he's been forced to defend because of the quality coming from Tsitsipas, continuing to play at his highest level so far in this match, here in this final set.
Game, Tsitsipas.
Tsitsipas digs his
Tsitsipas
way
leads
out of
4-2 final set.
An impressive style.
Even there, goes down, takes a break, and you guys do nothing. And go, let's talk about it after the match, but right now it's running out.
You do sense that Murray, in many ways, sort of keeping it lingering, just to keep the fire burning, isn't it, out here?
Yeah, using it as fuel.
Almost an injustice he feels that is in his mind. He just wants to kind of use it as a platform. It's been the way throughout his career.
Thank you. Not up.
Well, it's been back-to-back
15-off.
service games from Tsitsipas where Murray's had opportunities. He had a break point earlier, and then he had love 30 in the previous game. So he's making inroads. He's just not getting that ultimate success, leading to some of the frustration.
Out. 30 left.
Tsitsipas taking a very aggressive
40
position to
left.
return the first.
Game, Murray.
Returns were at a premium.
Tsitsipas leads 4-3 final sets.
It's Tsitsipas with the break deep in the fifth after 4.5 hours. And just again, a quick chat with Nico Halworth, just asking about the conditioning that's trying to get a hold of. It's 3 minutes shy of the exact match time from this time last year. Incredible.
And it's been a terrific match. It's lived up to everything we hoped it would. The match is a beautiful sunset on this first evening of this year's US Open. Nothing quite like the Manhattan skyline. And there's some of the sights around the grounds. To all the fans that have the night session tickets that was scheduled to start at 7 p.m. But due to some incredibly entertaining tennis today, we had a final set tiebreak between Madison Keys and Sloane Stephens, where Stephens was victorious. And now we are enthralled by this epic battle between these two players.
Does this match have another twist? Tsitsipas out to the lead. The early break coming in the opening game. Now he has had a look. He has had some opportunities without making them count so far.
Love.
Such a good job of finding the backhand, isn't he? As we see Anna Winter.
Let's second serve.
tried to tease him in, didn't he? Tsitsipas had the final say.
30-15.
Yeah, the first short slice was good, directed to the backhand side, but changing the direction up the line. The only problem is Tsitsipas moves so well to his right. And he got there with plenty of conviction and delivered. Just not something you see very often, a missed second serve return from the backhand side of Andy Murray.
Game, Tsitsipas.
Will not get another chance in that game.
Tsitsipas leads.
The Greek who's enjoying
5
the
games
best
to 3,
season of his
final
career.
set.
So close to getting over the first hurdle here.
Regardless of the outcome of this match, although it wouldn't count as a win for Andy Murray, it's definitely a win to see him play at this level and for this length of time. The only win he's looking for is a win on the scoreboard. But for the rest of us fans, great to see him back at this level.
Shouldn't be forgotten. It was only 2.5 years ago. Of course, he sat in the press room in Australia, wasn't it? Breaking down, questioning whether it was it. That ceremony down under, didn't they?
Yeah.
Waving him off.
Really thought it was possibly the last we'd see of Andy Murray, but not to be denied. Heart of a champion. Has to go out on his own terms.
Again, on the evidence of what we've seen tonight, he's far from going out.
15.
This may be the end of the road possibly here, but surely he has to take so much again from what he has produced down here. This time the approach was an ambitious one. for once, just lacked the necessary feel when coming in.
Yeah, just not enough with the backhand volley either. Just got almost undecided here if he was going to drop it way too deep there. Tough. I think the drop volley was the right play. It was just poor execution. Allowed Tsitsipas plenty of time to get up to it.
The 34-year-old former world #1. He's going to give himself one last chance to get the break and prolong his stay in New York. It's 5-4.
Tsitsipas leads 5 games, 2-4, final set.
A monumental effort. It really has been for...
That was really good stuff there from Andy Murray. Serious face asked the chair umpire for the trainer, and I think the chair umpire was mortified for an instant, and then he smiled and said, "I'm just joking." Good moment there.
I think Nico Hellworth relieved that the smile came across Murray's face temporarily.
But there are not too many people you'd want to return for you to stay in a match. This guy's one of the best returners in the world. So will he produce some more brilliance here to get back on level terms and extend this 5th and deciding set?
What a scene that is. Outside Arthur Ashe, those waiting to get in for the night session, headlined by the defending ladies champion. Naomi Osaka will have to wait. She, of course, will be followed by Daniil Medvedev, the #2 seed in the men's draw. What a runner-up here. A memorable contest. There have been so many of them involving this man on this court. New York holds a very special place in his heart.
Yeah, he's giving the crowd the energy. Great to see this crowd respond to the great champion Andy Murray. Let's see what he can do here.
Please. Thank you. Please. Left.
He's played an outstanding 5th set, hasn't he? There's still a little more to do, but he's held his nerve.
By far his best tennis of the match came here in this 5th set.
Left. Left.
4 hours and 48 minutes of intoxicating tennis here on the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Stefanos Tsitsipas with 3 match points.
Please, please. Game, set, match, Tsitsipas.
It's a stunning victory for the world
3 sets to
number
2,
3.
2-6, 7-6,
Here in
3-6,
New York.
6-3, 6-4.
Not the warmest handshake you're likely to see, but it's Tsitsipas that outlasts Andy Murray here in 5 long sets. 10 minutes shy of 5 hours. It's the Greek who's on to round 2.